glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Old Dominion's offense comes onto the field first today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The Monarchs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now he's looking to throw it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Pulls it in down the sideline. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Monarchs will have it 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man quickly. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. They're trying to cash in this long opening drive. The 9th play is 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. A spectacular one-hand grab.
Who needs two hands when you can just stick that one paw up there and reel it in? What a catch by that receiver.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got enough for the first. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Marshall quick to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now the play fake. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too, as complete a win as they've had for some time. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Off play action. It's complete to the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Past the 45. There he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for space, it's Maddox. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, ODU.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So an 82-yard drive there. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Had to throw it before he wanted. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. Gets rid of it. Hauls it in. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Monarchs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Monarchs will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Marshall quick to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Cobb. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. To the air on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's third and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
Marshall will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. From midfield, looking for room. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They'll run it from the gun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Give to the back. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32. Might as well give it to him again. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. The Monarchs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. From the gun on third down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Short gain on the play before he slides. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Using his legs, it's Maddox. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Monarchs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He now has 115 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Carry-On. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Snagged in the middle. It's Shelton. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That's caught. It's Cobb. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilbert. They'll immediately call timeout. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're going back to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Norfolk. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
The Monarchs will line up to kick off and start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Still on his feet. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Finds a little space. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Robinson. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Maddox. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. And the Monarchs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Rushes on him. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Monarchs will line up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. From the gun, the ground game. Shakes off the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Gilbert. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Marshall will be forced to punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Monarchs can really attack on this 2nd and short. After run, now throw. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? They'll run it in the red zone. It's Maddox. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Kansas is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Fog Allen Fieldhouse with the Jayhawks. They're up 14 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gilbert. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for a crease to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Offense in a split backfield. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Old Dominion. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Out of the end zone. And the returner could find no... goes down. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. They're facing a 3rd down. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Monarchs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, ODU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back to pass on second down. Got him downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Wants to go up top.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolutely center cut. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Monarchs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Back to throw, it's Pierce. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Caught in the backfield. It's Peterson. Knocked down for the tackle. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The handoff to Johnson. Oh, what a move.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard